All right, good evening and welcome to our Health and Happiness with Dads event tonight. My name is Vicki Drobness and I am a Ruby Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and we are thrilled to have you here with us tonight. We are going to keep this short and sweet and to the point because for some people it's already 9 o'clock Eastern time, but we are so excited with it being Father's Day week to introduce you to a couple of my friends who are amazing Plexus dads. And I've had a chance to work with both of them in person, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Bruce Milwee. His wife Michelle is on our team, and just the sweetest person you'd ever want to meet. And so Bruce, I'm going to mute myself and I want you to tell about your Plexus experience. All right, Bruce, I'm not hearing you. Hold on a second. All right, are you seeing a mute thing on there or not? Oh, let's try this. All right, try that.
How about now?
Yes, you're awesome. Thank you.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay. My adventure journey has been going on for a little over a year and a half now. And it all started really, I think about the time that I got back from my second deployment. And I started noticing that things were not quite right with me. And considering there's not a lot of things that are quite right with me, we'll just move on past that. My health has been an issue for many, many years. And I am one of those that will not send someone else to do a job that I myself will not do. And because of that, I've hurt myself quite a bit. And what had ended up happening, I get out of the service. I ended up finding out that I have quite a bit more problems with my health than I thought that I did. And I started shutting down. I ran in the realm of neutral, afraid, or angry. And to have a small growing family, that doesn't really help. So I realized and came to the terms that I had anxiety disorders. I was not sleeping. I do have PTSD. This was a lot to deal with. And at that time, the VA lovingly threw as much medication at me to try to help me as they could. And while this is going on, I was getting worse. I was not getting better. I was shutting down. And like I said, this was no good for any of us. And my wife had tried everything. And she ended up seeing Plexus. And she started looking at everything that Plexus had to offer, the triplex, the nerve support, the ease, everything. She saw it and she thought that, you know what, Bruce needs this. He needs to get on this. And I was sick of taking medications. I was sick of taking pills. So I didn't take anything. If she gave it to me, I would take it in front of her. If she left it and walked away, I really didn't care too much for it. It wasn't until I went to the leadership conference, just the conference with her a year ago. And I'm thinking at this point, I'm surrounded by 10,000 people. My anxiety is absolutely through the roof. I'm on a crutch. My weight has shot up. I can barely move. There are days that I don't leave bed. And in order to do that, I go to the couch. I stopped functioning. I stopped existing. And she dragged me to Vegas. So I'm thinking, if you can get me through this, we'll see what happens. I ended up running into several men that are ambassadors with Plexus. And they stopped, they talked with me, they prayed with me, which was awesome in the middle of that many people while they're looking at you like you're crazy. And they got through. And they said, take it. Just take it. Try it. And so I did, to the answer of my wife's prayers. I decided to start taking it faithfully. And in doing so, I went back to Vegas And I've lost, I don't know, 25 pounds. I didn't take any medication because I'm not on any medication. I didn't take my crutch. I didn't need it. It was awesome. I had an additional 2,000 people to deal with. And yes, in many ways, my anxiety was still up there, but I could still function. I smiled. I had fun. I tormented ladies around me, and it was amazing. I am becoming me. I have not been me since I was in my early 20s. My kids are starting to experience a dad that they've never had before. Y'all, this stuff is awesome. It's amazing what persistence, prayer, and Plexus will do for you if you'll simply take it. And that's all I have. So whenever you are ready to mute me, you go right ahead.
Wow, Bruce, that is so cool. I knew some of your story, but I did not know all of it, and that is wow. I'm not just and Bruce is. Sometimes we'll wonder, whether or not sharing with somebody is going to make a difference. And had I not shared with Krista and Krista not shared with Michelle, your wife, you wouldn't be here tonight and being the dad that you need to be for your family. And so I'm not going to wax on emotionally since we got all these guys on board. But anyway, I'm really thrilled for you. Thank you so much for sharing your testimony with us tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Jason, my man,
Hey.
How are you doing?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Jason, his wife Whitney, he and his wife Whitney are sidelines of mine. So we're kind of under like the same big team. But I got a chance to meet them at Leaders Retreat a couple of years ago and just absolutely adore both of them so much. And Jason has an amazing story as well as not only from a health and weight standpoint, but also about the business. So I'm going to turn it over to Jason. Take it away, my friend.
Thanks for letting me go second after Bruce's incredible health testimony, Vicki. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. So a little background on me to understand our business journey completely. So I am a Dave Ramsey certified financial coach. So anything with money is in our family is viewed through that lens. So we had a real dear family, a friend of ours, our small group leader from church, when Whitney was about 17 weeks pregnant with baby number 2, and said, "Hey, your first pregnancy was really rough. You guys should try this." Of course, me being the Dave guy says, "Well, let me see if we can fit it in our budget." We did. Made some moves budget-wise, right? Anybody else is a Dave Ramsey guy knows our budgets are zero base, so we had to, account for the products and sacrifice some eating out stuff and some other things. After our 6 weeks, we decided, my wife went ahead and joined up. Primarily because she showed me how it would save us money. That's why we joined. Is I was like, okay, we're going to take these. These are really good products. Let me go ahead and let's try to get them the cheapest way possible. After the first 15 days of being in Plexus, we have not paid for products again and that's a little over 2 years ago. A lot of people like to use big general oversweeping, hey, our business pays for this and that. Let me give you some specifics for us. Both of our kids, ironically enough, both had to wear the little baby helmet that help make your head round. Well, baby Bennett number 2, we use what's called a Christian health share ministry. We don't have health insurance, and that ministry didn't cover our Bennett, our youngest, helmet when he needed it. But our Plexus, to almost the dollar, our Plexus money for that month when we got it paid for that baby helmet. That baby helmet was $1,500, $1,600, $1,700. Had it not been for that Plexus business, we would have either dipped into our emergency fund or figure something out. Also, it helped pay for medical bills from giving birth to Bennett. He gave us a little scare at 33 weeks where Whitney thought her water had broke at 33 weeks, so she had to spend 2 nights in the hospital. We had just switched over to a HSA plan, and everybody who knows those knows that those are very high deductible. So at the time we had that, we ended up paying out almost that year almost $12,000 in medical expenses in our Plexus. Without our Plexus business, our Plexus income, I'm not sure what we would have done without it. One thing I've really have shared with folks who are interested in the business and kind of putting it together with my Dave Ramsey financial coaching is the Plexus business can create some margin in your budget. Anybody who knows Dave knows he says, he talks about Murphy, as in Murphy's Law a lot. With this Plexus business, it gives you a nice little buffer certain months where had it not been for the Plexus business, you might have really dipped into our emergency fund. We haven't had to do that since we've been in our Plexus business, not once, because of the income from our Plexus business. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the residual income nature of our business, which is awesome. So some of you on here, like Vicki introduced me, in the Plexus world, I am more formally known as Whitney's husband. In December, sadly enough, we were pregnant and we lost our baby. We had a miscarriage. So after that happened, I'll be very honest, we did not really care about anything other than loving on each other, loving on our kids, and we did not actively work our business from December through April of this year. So that happened December 2016, April of this year. We did not actively work our business. We didn't reach out to people. We might have posted here or there, but you know, to grow a business, to have a real business, you have to actively work on it. We didn't. However, we still had money coming in from the work we had done the previous year. We still had some measurable checks with commas in them on a monthly basis because of the work we had done previously. And that's the beautiful nature of residual income. Anybody who knows it, who's tasted it, knows how powerful it is. I'm also a veteran like Bruce, and you know, a lot of us guys think this network marketing business is a woman's game. It's dominated by women right now. However, Plexus is starting to really push for us guys to get involved. It is luckily for guys, it's a simple business, but it's not easy. It's not a lot of rocket science. It's not a lot of fancy algorithms and things of that nature. It is just, it's simple. It's not easy. You just got to reach out to folks, share your heart. The biggest thing in the business that I've learned just last week is get over yourself. Don't be too cool to talk to your friends. We had a neighbor we lived next to for 5 years, didn't mention him. We've moved into a house now for 3 weeks. I reached out to him, and now he's joined our team, is excited about the business. And his wife is already seeing incredible health improvements. So they almost didn't get that because I was too hung up on myself. So the biggest part of the business, get over yourself, share it, and you'll see incredible results. And the group page, after we're done here, I will share my health testimony with kind of me and my wife kind of gel together, so you guys can see that it's just, for us, it isn't just about the business. It's been an incredible health journey as well.
Awesome, Jason. Thank you so much. I've loved your story, and I knew most of all of what you had shared in there. And I love how that's a testimony of, you know, whenever you have to step back sometimes, and that happens, life happens, and you may need to step back a little bit, and having that residual income coming in just makes a huge difference in not only those emergency type things, but just even just something that, you know, you may need to do, you know, that you want to do, even just going out to dinner, you know, something like that. But I know it's been a huge blessing for our family and for me to be able to stay at home and work and have the flexibility. Last year I was able to, you know, as long as I had my phone with me, I was fine. And I went and stayed with my son and his wife for a week after the birth of their son. And to know that I didn't have to ask off or use vacation days or anything like that, and my team still grew during that time. It's just an amazing business, and Plexus does it the right way. You know, Plexus does network marketing the way it can be done and should be done, but very rarely is. And so I'll post a little bit of information about that in the group page as well. So we are thrilled that you were able to tune in tonight. For those of you who are watching live, and for those of you who are watching live, we have a code word. So what you need to do with this code word is message the ambassador who invited you to this group And don't share it in the posts anywhere. You know, they need to watch this. You took the time out of this to spend a few 15 minutes with us. So you need to do that. Message that to them. They will message it to me, and then you will be added in our drawing for a $50, that's a $50 Amazon gift card that we will award tomorrow around about noon. And that word is testosterone. We are talking about the guys tonight, so that is our word, is testosterone. And I don't care how you spell it, we'll know what you're talking about. So just message that to the ambassador who invited you to tune in tonight. Don't put it anywhere on the Facebook page that we did. You know, guys, make them work for it. And then that person will message it to me, and we'll do a drawing tomorrow. So thank you for being here. We'll have some more information in the group page for you to see. Promise we're not going to overload you with information, just the facts. Just the facts. Jason, thank you for joining me tonight. And yay, the technology worked. Yeah, this is my first. I had to wait till after we did this, because this is my first time doing a Google Hangout Live. So anyway, I'm just really excited that it worked, and we've got a new tool now. Thank you, Jason. Good night, y'all. Have a great evening, and happy Father's Day to all you dads out there.